What is up, Dragon Ball fam? Eddie Sandler here, coming at you again today live with my top 4 deck profile for Vegeks. You already know I gotta do it big. I love the deck. I mean, it's really straightforward and self-explanatory because you play cards for free. So if you play cards for free, the cards you do pay energy for, it just becomes really, really efficient, especially when you have free attackers, man. I can't stress the importance of having free guys on board. But for Jax, we all know what the leader does. Burst 5, draw 1. Insane. Because after you burst 5, I do play the 50 card version, so you're going to hit your target. That's the biggest difference between this deck profile and last deck profile. But don't forget, you also have your alternate awakening condition with this deck. If you have 20 or more in your drop, you get to awaken. If you're 8 or more, or if you're at 6 or more life, take life until you go down to 6. Draw 1, untap 1, flip this card over. Here we go. Vegeks, the unsung fusion hero, baby. This is what wins games. Awaken, right? After you awaken, cool story. This guy makes your unison a game ender. Because literally, the ability on the awaken side, guys, don't forget, you have to do it in this order. You activate your leader ability, you have to draw 1 first, then mill 5, then give your unison double strike. And then after that, then you can proceed to play your free play guys. Your opponent can call you out on some things like you didn't give your unison double strike because technically they're right. Like I said, this ability, you draw 1 first, you mill 5, then you announce whether or not you want to give your unison double strike or not. Because in some scenarios, you might not want to give him double strike. You never know. You might have a Champa in hand, but your unison swinging, put him down to 2 and finish off with a Champa with another battle attack. I don't know. But he has that option. Anyways, another alternate ability that you have is if you have 20 or more in your drop, you cannot mill out. Because once your deck hits 0, you will instantly shuffle back in. So, enough with that. Let's get into the deck. The unison for Vegeks. Since we don't have a Vegeks theme unison, which I just realized this is Super Saiyan Gotenks, we use this bad boy. But in all seriousness, this unison is super, super powerful because if they don't attack this bad boy, leave him at 4 and you slip 1 under, you put him in a 5, or just somehow he's at 5 by the time you start your turn, you neg 4 markers from this bad boy. This guy gains a 20. This guy goes to 25k base with dual attack. Super, super strong. And don't forget, if you use your leader's ability on his awakened side, he will be a 25k base dual attack double strike guy. That's just completely insane. Because all fripp, they have to give you a super combo plus at least 1 card just to take away. So, super, super strong unison for this deck. Moving on to the next 4 of us is going to be your time agent, Vegeta. This guy gets in play for free. No matter what turn it is, literally, you mill him, comes into play for free. A free 19k beater. There's also a board removal. It controls little weenies, like anything 3 or lower, you tap 2 energy. On your activate battle, you get to just warp it. Moving on to the next 4 cards, are going to be your 4-time Agent Trunks. Free blocker, man. I can't explain it. It's literally a free blocker that if you're at somehow 5, or maybe you're at, I don't know, let's say 8. You want to go to 7 because you have a Spencer in mind that's going to take you down to 4. Or it's going to take you down to 4 from, my math is off, excuse me. If you're at 7 and you want to go down to 5 and you want to take 2 life, then you have it. We have the next 4 cards. Let's just go the next 8 cards. My 8 super combos. Supreme Kai time. So with her, as long as you have 5 or less cards in your hand, when you combo this, it's a 10k. Moving on to Temporal Rescue Trunks. The reason why I want to play Temporal Rescue Trunks, in my opinion, because you can make this card live at any time and point. You don't have to wait till you're at 4 life. You don't have to wait till anything. Once you have 5 in drop, you can literally start drawing cards. We have, in my opinion, the MVP of the deck. Without this card, you would not be playing it. Trunks Elite Descendant. You tap 1. As I said it, coach. You tap 1 over on 3 to bring out this bad boy and rest. When he gets played, you mill 5 cards. Biggest thing with him, you can tap 1 energy to play Splinter in Minds. But before we get into that combo, let me explain this. This right here is a free, you tap one energy to, and it turns into a free 15k attack power battle card. That brings this bad boy out. That mills you 5 more, which is insane. And somehow you need to clear, I don't know, a 9-drop Sing Shadon or anything that's a threat to you. You literally tap one energy, because don't forget, on your next turn, since he comes into rest, you can't attack that turn. On your next turn, it's a free 20k barrier battle card. You can tap one energy to play Splintering Minds. With Splintering Minds, after you play it, you get to warp any battle card on your opponent's board. Does not have a cost restriction, limitation, or anything like that. But coolest part about him is you can turn him into a triple striker, because if you have 7 or more cards in your drop, you can activate a Sparking 7. When you attack, warp 2 of your life, and you instantly, you pick, don't forget that guys, you pick the card you want to warp from your opponent's life, and you can drop a double strike beater such as a hidden powered E Supreme Kai or a further destruction Champa to make him double strike, so you can take 3 life with just this bad boy right then and there, which is super powerful. Next 4 cards I play are going to be the 4 full mission accomplished. The reason why I play a 4 of him is because, like I said, you play things in this deck for free, right? So, since you play things in this card, in this deck for free, you get to tap 2, bring out these next 2 cards that I play. I only play one of them because, once again, full mission accomplished can grab these 2. So, in my Gotenks match with anything that I need to put early game pressure, I'll grab my SS3 Sun Goku man on a mission. This in free Overwhelm 6, no energy required. That's what I mean by free. Free is no energy requirement, guys. You just Overwhelm 6. It's a free critical double strike attacker base, 20k base, guys. Free 20k double strike critical. It's insane. And for the annoying matches such as Bulma, the mirror match, or anything like that, you have your secret identity match saying, like I said, it's free because you just Overwhelm 6. You'll always have it because you run 4 mission accomplished shoes. So realistically, once you have one in your drop or in your hand or in your warp, wherever it is, once you actually can physically see it, you'll be able to get it, because full mission accomplished will search it for you. Moving on to the next 2 cards, we have 2 hidden power E Supreme Kai. This is what I was talking about. We're making cards like your Splintering Mind, Double Strike, cards like this, Secret Identity, 35k base, Double Strike with this. That's just completely insane, because, like I said, you don't play energy for this guy. So you Overwhelm 6 this guy, you can just drop 1 hidden power E Supreme Kai already off rip, 35, Double Strike, insane. Next 3 cards I play are going to be Dark Power, Black Massa. This just gets rid of a lot of annoying things in this matter, such as Red Broly. You have the TP that does all the shenanigans, Planet Vampa, the mirror match. Really solid card in my opinion. You should play it. I'm debating whether or not to bump it back up to 4, but 3 is a must at minimum in this deck, in my opinion, because you have Power Burst, which allows you to get your Dark Power Mass Saiyans back, or your Supreme Kai of Time, which is essentially a super combo, and the next final 3 cards are the Quetzalcoatls. You need Quetzalcoatls for those annoying matchups such as Red, which has Topo. Even if you, let's say, going against Green and you know they have a Frieza, it hits a lot of stuff, man. It's probably in Black is the only dead matchup you have. Even in Blue, you have the counter attack Trunks. It hits a lot of stuff. And then not only that, if you don't need it, you get to reset cards such as your Vegeta Reluctance Reinforcements and cards like this that you want in your deck, and just draw a fresh new batch of cards. Alright, let's move into the sideboard. I have 2 more Overwhelm. So essentially what I do is, with my original lineup, since I played 1-in-1, let's say if it's the, I don't know, Dark Broly, or, yeah, Dark Broly, right? Dark Broly, you don't really care about this. So you want aggro, I just take one of these out, and I put this in. If it's, let's say, Bulma, I just take out the man on the mission, and then put in 2 secret identities. So it's just right then and there. And don't forget what the full mission accomplished. So now I'm playing 6 copies of it. I play the 4th copy of Quetzalcoatl in the sideboard, along with the 4th copy of Dark Power Mass Saiyan as well, for a mirror match and all those pesky annoying matches. Now, the new drop-off card, the only drop-off card I play in here is going to be the Sun Gohan Changing History. This is literally for the baby matchup, mainly, because against Blue, It's like, yeah, D Magic, it sucks, but honestly, just for Blue Baby. Because Blue Baby, all of their negates, to my knowledge, untapped. The Magikarp, when I say Magikarp is that fish that looks like Magikarp from Pokemon, Magikarp untaps, a lot of them is untapped, so if you, and all of them have counter on it. So if you use stuff like that, you're just gonna pay the consequences. Next card I use, Majin Buu, Human Extinction Attack. Really, really, really great card that I'm going to find a way to squeeze back in my main deck because I'm not gonna lie, in the mirror match, this card will win you the game. And like I said, I didn't take my matchups. My matchups were round 1 and round 2. I faced against Mac Reality Gaming players. They were both on the same decks. The Red Broly, Swift tools for both of those. But in mirror matches and like green heavy decks that play like Zarbon and stuff, you'd want to put these in. In the future, I'd probably just main this, honestly. Because it's really, really a good card. Because the one game that I did lose in top 4, it's 30 to Andrew, and he's really hurt not having your main because it's combo power that you're just missing out on. Especially if the other player's playing the chain and you're not. The last 4 cards I play are going to be 4 Hard Attacker Majins. Reason why I play this is just free in this deck, honestly. You use it on turn 3, you play it for 3, you untap 3. The only deck I would not play this against, and you don't need it against, is blue and red. Because obviously you want to play it against green and yellow. But against green and yellow, all their counter plays don't negate. So if you have a counter play that's not Cold Bloodlust, because they're on a Frieza's army, you play this, it will 100% be free. And you will have to bait something out. And not only that, guys, you will have the ability to mill up to 2 cards from your deck. And like I said, you have a lot of graveyard heavy stuff, such as you want your Splintering Minds in your drop, your Food Mason Accomplice, your Time Agent Vegeta, your Time Agent Trunks. So this, in my opinion, was just completely free. So, one more time, I'm going to give you an overview of the entire deck. This is the entire main board. I will go into really deep deck analysis on the PPG Patreon. So stay tuned for that. I'll talk about how this deck mainboarded swiftly tools all Red Broly players. It'll tool a lot of decks. The only matchup I did not 2-0 was the mirror match when Andrew won in top 4. And it's going to be the Jonathan's Green Broly. He beat me in game 2. It was really savage. I had nothing in hand. But that deck right there, it's that'll probably be on a PPG Patreon too, and then that, like how to go by it step by step. But all other games, you'll literally have a savage time playing it, especially when it's at the 50 card build, because you will see a lot of your cards way more often. So if you have any questions, feel free to keep in the comment section down below. But like I said, make sure to check out the PPG Patreon because I will go really, really, really in depth on step-by-step plays because it's not as straightforward as you guys think. You can't just pick up Vegeks and expect to do well. Like the deck, it free plays cards, but it doesn't free win you games essentially. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe for me and love you guys. Bye.